Hi guys, it's Alison again. I just want to share with you a project. A friend on the internet and I decided we'd do a swap. Oh, this is, gosh, quite a few months ago, and it's been sort of one of those ones where neither we'd take our time, fit it in as and when, and you know, there was no real rush to get it finished. It was just an ongoing project, and I finally sort of finished the album, and so I thought I'd just share it with you. Now I'm not going to actually post this video until I know that the person it's going to has received it. So yeah, as I say, I thought I'd share it. The paper collection I've mainly used, although there's a few other papers in there, is the Sweetness papers by Pink Paisley. They're really pretty, sort of vintagey, shabby style. Not totally what I'd call shabby chic, because some of them are quite rich colours, but no, really, really pretty. As I said, there are a few other papers in here as well, but that is mainly what I've used. Um, uh, this is about the fourth or fifth attempt of binding this album. I tried rings, I tried elastics, I've tried seam binding, but which is what I used first off, but as I say, it's one of those ones where I wasn't sure, and I've ended up with using this sort of ribbon and then attaching a load of seam binding to it anyway. So but that's how it's gone anyway. Now I've put together a little charm, so that was quite cute, and I've used one of the Tim Holtz oh gosh, I can't think what they're called, well, you can see what they are. They're the frame things. So I've used one of those. The Martha Stewart punch. This image I think is from one of the other Pink Paisley collections. Yet again, can't remember what it's called. A selection of flowers and some bling, some like crystals, and some lace at the bottom here. And this is all set onto one of the Tim Holtz die cuts, the small Baroque. And as I say, it's quite a chunky album. You know me with my albums. And I've connected it or tied it together using some more seam binding. And the first page, I've used one of the acetate pieces from the same collection as the paper, and I've added a couple of sort of tags. This is also from the paper collection, like a journaling spot, so I've added that. And this I think is Webster's Pages little journaling spots. I've added that as well. And this paper's so gorgeous, I didn't really want to cover it up, hence I've used the acetate. So let me just tuck in there, and there's a little dangly bit there. And on this page I've used this little die cut bird cage, and I've actually cut the bird out of book page, an old book page, and glossy accented it. And then leaves room then to tuck some things behind there. So I've got a tag and this little envelope. It's got a little bingo card in there and another tiny little tag there, and they all tuck in behind the cage and just behind the bird. That just helps support it. The next page is a little fold out, and that's got room for, there's a little file folder and a couple of little postcards tucked in there, and one of the Martha Stewart little butterflies. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that. That's it. And then that shuts up, and this has got a magnet so it clips shut. And then I've only stuck it by 3 edges, so it leaves room for some little tags, tickets and things. These are obviously the Marian Smith downloads, as I love using them in my projects, so I added them. And there's another one of the little birds cut out from the that mini birdcage die. Another one of the small Baroque die cuts, some seam binding, and this I actually punched out the hole first so you can see through, and I've made a feature of it this side, and then when you open it up it's like a little bit window area for a photo that something can tuck down there. And I've left this page blank for whatever photo, journaling spot, whatever. And then this page, this is why the album's been so bulky, and I think the reason why I've had so much trouble binding it. I've made this, and what you do, you undo that, opens out, and then there's some flip pockets. There's room for plenty of pictures, journaling, and then these all pull out as well. So there's all these tags. I won't take them right out, they're just sort of basically plain tags, but I thought they were quite cute with the little tabs on the end, so they go there. Then I've just obviously added a flower and some one of the Tim Holtz die cuts. And the next page, fairly straightforward journaling spot which I've left as a pocket, and then there's another acetate that goes with the collection, actually matches that page, and then another journaling spot and this cute little thing there as well, another sort of say area for photos, journaling, whatever. And the next page, yet again this paper's really pretty, so I didn't want to cover it up too much, but I had this little acetate pocket, and it's got some sort of white writing on it. I don't know if you can make it out, but and I'll put this little tiny cute postcard in there, and I've just attached it in there with a clip, paper clip, and some seam binding to make it easy to pull in and out. She says that's it. It just makes it easy to get it in and out. And then on the next page I've used another one of these journaling spots that come with the collection, and I've attached it just at the bottom, on the side here, so it leaves room to slide in. And there's a little postcard, another journaling spot, and this little journaling or photo place. That's just got some vellum, a vellum overlay, and some cards, so that goes in there. Oops, sorry. And then the next page is another of the acetate pieces, and behind that I've slid this little journaling spot, and then this little swivel out area for photos, journaling, whatever. Just thought just adds a different dimension to the album, and they slide in there. And then finally on this page we've got one of the bird cages, and I've just tied some tulle around the top. I used the pearl dabber and then went over it with some of the gold rub and buff just to highlight it. Added some flowers and a bit of lace on the bottom here, and then I've put a couple of journaling places in the back there. And then the top of this I used the Tim Holtz on the edge die to cut out the fence, and I've just added the flowers, and I've made it so this back page is higher, so that once the album's shut you can actually see that above the front of the album, so it then becomes part of the front as well as the last page of the album. So I thought it was quite cute. And then yet again, it's lovely paper on the back, which I didn't want to cover. So that's the album that I'm going to send. And then also we decided to do a book, an altered box. So this is the altered box that I've made. Sadly, the box isn't big enough for the album to go in, but I will put a few goodies in this box, so you know, so it doesn't arrive empty. So what I've done here, I've just added a cluster of flowers, some seam binding, another one of those swirls, a little stick pin that I've made, and obviously some of the leaves. I did some of this gorgeous lace that I got in a rack along the bottom. This is the paper from the Lost and Found collection. I'm sure obviously you've all seen this paper, so I thought that was really cute, that image. So I just thought, and I've just edged where I've done the overlap, just edged it so it looks a bit lacy and fancy. Don't know if you can see it. And then on the back I've just done an edge along there and just kept that fairly blank. So yeah, and then that just is the inside of the box, quite plain. But yeah, so I thought that would be quite cute to send along with the album. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, and yeah, I'll be back again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.